This video will help you find your TFL muscle and how to use the spiked ball on your TFL. So to find your TFL, the best description I can give if you're not quite sure what your TFL is or where the muscle is diagonal front. Okay, so your TFL is going to attach to your hip and then it's going to run down your leg and attach into your ITB. Okay, to find it, I'm going to put my fingertips, dig them in just a little bit on the diagonal front of my leg. So not the front, not the side, the diagonal front. And then when, look at this side, when I move my foot out to the side, because my TFL does internal rotation, I'm going to feel the TFL pop up into my fingers. So I can have a little bit of a move around a couple times, and we're looking for this long but like skinny muscle coming down that side of our leg. Make sure your fingers aren't accidentally on your hip bone, okay? So make sure you're not on bone. We're definitely finding a muscle. So when I dig my fingers in and I move my foot out, I feel it pop up. Again, and then you can do this to figure out exactly where your TFL is. And then once you've got kind of a good idea of where the bulk of the muscle is, we're going to find a nice bulky bit of the muscle. It's not a very big muscle, it's very tiny, it's big. But we're going to find like the bulkiest part of it. So we're on the middle of the muscle belly. And then we're going to lie on the ball. Ball on the floor. I'm going to put it on that spot that I picked, leaning on my elbow, and I'm going to bring my knee up, or you can also do foot instead, whatever feels better. Okay, so either here or here. Usually it depends how big your trigger point ball is and how like uncomfortable this is. Just pick whatever position feels better. All right, I don't really want to roll around too much. I'm actually just going to sit on the ball. And then instead of like trying to roll it out, I'm going to sit on the ball, I'm going to relax into it, and I'm going to spend a little bit of time just relaxing. Which is hard to do when you're talking, but you can relax. And then once I feel like I've kind of sunk into the ball a little bit, I'm just going to do some very tiny adjustments. So I'm going to start with this back leg, so this straight leg. I'm going to straighten it out so it's in line with my body, assuming it's not already. And then instead of having my knee roll down to the floor, this is especially for people with, you feel like you externally rotate your leg a lot and your legs just like to externally rotate, so your knees like to turn out. I'm going to get you guys especially, try and turn your knee just up, just a tiny bit away from the floor. Like you're just trying to bring your little toe to the ground. And everyone can do this one. From here, I'm just going to stay on the ball, relax, and only using the energy I need. I'm going to tuck my hips under just slightly. So tucking my hips under, that means I'm trying to pull my belly button up towards my rib cage, and then I'm going to relax, and that can be my movement for this. So it's just very little toe to the floor, tuck the hips under, try and stay on that one point, and then you can relax. And that can all be done very, very slowly. When you relax, try and go all the way back down to 0 before you go again. You can do that like 3 or 4 times. And then you don't have to do this bit, but I always like to finish by rolling myself up. So I'm going to push through this foot and then just very slowly and relaxed, I'm going to roll the ball about halfway down my leg and come up. Okay, and that is how to find your TFL and use a trigger point ball on it. So once you've done one side, you can go do the other side if you like.